Hi everybody, it's time for your video on Toxocara Canis, Beyond the Parasite. Okay, what is Toxocara Canis? Well, here's a web page for you to check out. This is a worm from dogs. If you have a dog, you probably have the worm. So, it says 5% of the US population has antibodies. Tens of millions of Americans are probably exposed to it. I would probably guess more than 5% have antibodies, considering the amounts of people that have dogs and the amount of dog feces that we have everywhere. And some people might say, well, we got antibodies, so that's good. Well, that's not the job of our immune system. Our immune system is being tasked to do things that it shouldn't have to do. So let's just have a quick look at this little page. I'll put the link in the description. Here's some of the problems that it can cause. You go blind from getting this worm in your body. It says people can have symptoms and not get sick. So this worm can get in us all the time. And some of the other symptoms are a lot of symptoms that people just have all the time that they just go to the doctor for. Okay, so now we know a little bit about this worm. There's plenty of information out there. I'll put this link in the description along with some other interesting videos and stuff. But this is what it is. It's a worm. This is how you get it. Comes from the puppies, comes from the dogs. Notice one of the ways they say to prevent it: do not allow children to play in the areas that are soiled. And so many areas that we go in, even the soccer field and the playgrounds, people allow their dogs to piss and poop all over those places. And so here's my problem with this way to prevent it. If you look closer, dog culture always preys on children. Just don't read this part right here. Read the part right in front of my finger. What does it say? Do not allow children to play. That type of anti-children thinking is everywhere. How about do not allow your nasty dogs to deposit their parasitic-ridden feces everywhere? How about that as a solution, instead of saying do not allow children to play? But it's true. They should not be around feces. So now let's talk about the gut microbiome a little bit. In the description will be this article. This is a really good one. It has many sightings from the medical field. So the gut microbiome has a huge effect on many things: your depression, your ability to make decisions, the way that you act, your food choices. This has already been proven through other means as well. And for your viewing pleasure, I will put some of these in the description. A gut microbiome that has dysbiosis will give you all kinds of problems. It will also make you want to eat the poor type of foods that you already eat. The signals that are sent to your brain from your gut microbiome are affected by what's going on in your microbiome. So if you're consuming sugar, some of those signals will make you crave sugar, etc. In this article, there is an interesting story about how a person helps their self mentally by changing their gut microbiome. In the story, it says they need to relax or take different drugs or do different habits. However, they got a bunch of help in their life by changing their gut microbiome. Now, in your gut microbiome are these guys right here: bacteroidetes and firmicutes. Hopefully I pronounced that right. But if you're depressed, these two things will be unbalanced. So when you're eating things, you're supposed to do things to help balance these in your gut. Because if they're not balanced, you can have all kinds of problems. If you have a good microbiome, then you will actually be happier. Not just your gut microbiome, but yourself. Your depression and anxiety. And they mentioned this study here. Yes, it is in rats, but however, it is also affecting humans. There's been many anecdotal studies and real world studies on humans, that help with depression and other mood and pain related disorders from fixing their gut microbiome. So the important takeaway here is that a messed up gut microbiome is not good for you. A healthier diet to promote diversity in the gut microbiome is an important component of the treatment plan. So, very interesting stuff. Check the description for this one. Okay, so we've looked at the parasitic worm, the Toxocara Canis. We've looked at the gut microbiome. And now, here is what's going on. This worm, this Toxocara Canis, changes your microbiome. And it's not for the good. So let's see what it says. This is a roundworm that resides in the gastrointestinal tract of dogs, causes very pathological changes, immunity, all kinds of stuff like that. So let's just go right to the results at first. Analysis showed that Toxocara Canis infection resulted in a significant decrease in the abundancy and diversity of the host intestinal flora. So it's reducing your microbiome, the total, and it's also reducing the diversity. So that's not good. As we already know, and as people have already studied, you need a diverse microbiome to digest your food and to not have inflammatory responses that affect your brain, your decision, how much pain you experience, and everything else. In the conclusion of this study, it says, based on the analysis of the structural and composition of the intestinal microbiome community, we found that firmicides, planktomycete bacteria may cause an imbalance in the host intestinal homeostasis. And notice also more Staphylococcus pathogenic bacteria. So not only does this get rid of your good bacteria, but it promotes more nasty bacteria. So even if you're not infected with the worm, even if your immune system is fighting it off, all of that material and all of the downstream effects that's affecting you epigenetically, it creates more nasty bacteria in your gut. It reduces the good microbiome in your gut. And what do we know happens from that? All kinds of other problems. This article right here talks all about them. I'll put this one in the description along with some more. This study will be included in the link. The gut microbiome serves an important role in the human body. Mental health. It's very important for your gut to have good health for everything else in your body. Our guts are not designed to take care of nasty parasites from dogs. Whether or not our gut can kill them, it doesn't matter. Downstream, it is making our gut be more friendly to those parasites. In this study here, it talks about how once you get the eggs or the particles in your gut, it changes the microbiome and makes the microbiome in your gut more friendly to these things. So it's like a slow way to make humans more and more not able to handle these parasites in our stomach. So when our kids are out on these playgrounds everywhere, should they have to be stepping in parasitic piles of animal feces, dog feces? Here's a little picture I got from the internet. Of course, this picture was taken by a professional photographer, and I'm sure that they probably had to pick up a bunch of dog turds before taking this picture. But this is what it should look like everywhere our kids go. Not dog turds, not parasites. We shouldn't have to be breathing these parasites into our microbiomes, making our microbiomes less able to do the job that they're designed to do. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave me a comment. Bye.